Hey everybody, the Long Shot Signatures here. This is episode 85 of my 2023 TTMs. And after nothing coming back on Wednesday and a return to sender on Thursday, we got back 6 successes today, including a couple that took quite a while to get back. We're going to start off with one of those. This is a hockey return. This is the second success I've had from this guy. First one came back a lot quicker, but this is a 2 of 2 return coming back in 1,277 days, about 3.5 years, from former NHL player Clark MacArthur. So, Clark MacArthur was a longtime NHL player. I think he was a third-round pick back in the day. He jumped around through several different teams. Was kind of a folk hero a little bit with the Toronto Maple Leafs for some time when they were really bad. Ended up getting traded to the Senators. Unfortunately, injuries really derailed his career. He had to take an 18-month hiatus from the game towards the end of his playing days. He did get to play out the rest of the season when he came back, but they announced that it was unlikely he would ever play again. And I don't think he's ever officially retired. At least he hasn't, but it was reported that he had. So stinks that he didn't really get to finish his career the way that he would have hoped. But a very, very talented player, very cool to watch. And the first time I sent to him was via the same address. I got most of my cards signed that I needed. But these two I had purchased off of COMC, sent back to him a few months later, and took a while to get back, but very happy to get those. Then we have a baseball manager return. I already have this guy in the collection, but he is such a great TTM signer. And I have him on a team card from like an old Fleer set, and I just wanted to get something a little bit better of him. But this is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 14 days from former MLB player and manager Art Howe. He is probably best known for his time with the Oakland A's as their manager. Managed for about 15 seasons, I think it was. Has over 1,000 wins, which is not easy to do, even with as long as baseball has been going on and how many different managers there have been and retreads and stuff like that. So very accomplished, definitely not a Hall of Famer by any means, but he was part of the A's during the Moneyball era in the streak. So that's pretty cool to get another one of him. Sticking with baseball, we have a baseball prospect. This guy is a left-handed pitcher in college. He is eligible for the draft this year. Maybe not one of the most highly ranked prospects, but he is ranked according to, what website is this? Prospects Live? I don't know how well they're known. But got back 2 of 2 and a letter in 119 days from Kentucky pitcher Magdiel Cotto. So he is a left-handed pitcher, was a junior this past season with Kentucky. He included on the back of my letter of request, "Thank you for sending me this message and pictures. I'm sorry for the late response. It's been a long season. We've had a lot of fun playing in front of the Big Blue Nation, and we appreciate all of our fans." So cool little note there to include. According to Prospects Live's rankings, he is their 297th overall prospect going into the draft, college and high school players. He's pretty low comparatively for the left-handed pitchers, but hopefully he still gets drafted in one of the later rounds and has a chance to develop. He's got a pretty strong arm, so that's pretty cool. Then we have some racing returns. We're going to start off with an old NASCAR success. This one also took a while to get back. This is a 3 of 2 success from former NASCAR Cup Series driver and owner Tiger Tom Pistone. I'm not sure which one it's supposed to be, but this took 960 days to get back. Sent this out at the end of 2020. He is 94 years old now, I believe. So he signed the 2 photos that I sent, and it was so long ago I forgot that I even, what photos I was expecting to get back. He also included this little kind of trading card that he signed as well. Signature is getting a little bit shaky, but this one more so on this than it is on the other items. So maybe it's just because it's a um, smaller item, but still very cool of him to include an extra in that. He had 2 wins in 1959, I want to say. And like a lot of drivers at the time, he owned a lot of his own cars, but he also helped some other drivers get their career started. He's got a grandson that raced in the truck series not that long ago. I don't remember exactly how long ago. I don't remember him, but it seemed like it was pretty recent. And I think his son might have raced as well, Tommy. But very cool, unexpected success there. Then we have an IndyCar Hero Card request return. Got back 4 signed Hero Cards in 79 days. Got to meet all of these drivers at the IMS. I got most of their Hero Cards. I don't think I got each of them on the Hero Cards they were giving out there. But these are different ones from Arrow McLaren Racing. So we got Pato O'Ward, Felix Rosenqvist, Alexander Rossi, who is really tough to get in person, and they also included a signed Tony Kanaan one. So that's pretty cool. I didn't see any that they were handing out like this. I know some people said they had different ones for the Indy GP race, but I don't remember them looking like this either. So this is pretty cool. Very, very orange, but very cool looking. Last one here was a really big surprise. I had seen a few successes from this address, but wasn't sure. It did take a while, over a year, but really glad I sent it out. So this is a 1-of-1 return in 378 days from current Formula One driver Pierre Gasly. He is part of the, I think it's Alpine Renault race team. He was part of Red Bull for a season, AlphaTauri for several years, and he has since moved to Alpine. I think that's how they pronounce it. I've heard a couple different ways. But he does have a win in Formula One. So he is the only active Formula One driver with a win that I have in my collection right now. Max Verstappen is getting all of the wins at the moment. But he did win in the COVID-shortened and heavily changed 2020 season. So I think that was at Italy. I don't remember too much about it. But very cool to add a winner and a current driver. He's still pretty young. I think he's like 27 years old. So, he could have a, long career ahead of him. He's been a decent driver, has gotten his fair share of points this year. I think he's at 15 points. And their scoring system is way different from what NASCAR and IndyCar are. So just getting points is a big deal. But really, really cool. Was not expecting that one to come back. This was sent to Pierre Gasly Trading. I don't know if that's like his company or if that's just what they had to call like his headquarters or whatever in France. So that was a really nice success to get in. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.